Everybody, it is Tuesday, April 21st, and we've got our typical Tuesday workout here. We're going to be doing a longer style of conditioning. Lots of running today, so you might want to grab your running shoes. It is going to be an AMRAP in 21 minutes, all right? So the first part is going to be from 0 to 3 minutes. You'll have a 400-meter run. When you get back from that 400-meter run, whatever time you have left, you're going to do max repetitions of push-ups. These are just going to be regular push-ups, chest all the way to the ground, full extension at the top. And then we will have a 1-minute rest. At the 4-minute mark, we'll go from 4 minutes to 8 minutes. We'll take off on another 400-meter run. And when you make it back from your 400-meter run, this time you're going to do as many air squats as possible in the remaining amount of time. You'll have a 1-minute rest. And then we will begin at the 9-minute mark. We'll go from 9 to 14 minutes of another 400-meter run, this time followed by as many repetitions of burpees as you can in the remaining amount of time. Then you will rest 1 minute, and at the 15-minute mark, this will be our last set, you'll take off on another 400-meter run. When you get back from your 400-meter run, you'll complete as many rounds and reps as possible of 8 pistol squats, alternating, and 16 side plank lifts. We'll be doing 8 on each side for those plank lifts. We have a few variations and some options for the pistols that we'll go over, but that is today's workout. 21 minutes long, just working hard, getting some running in, getting some body weight movements in, and having a little bit of rest in between. To start our warm-up for today, we really want to get into the feet and the ankles, get that heart rate up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the ankle circles. So you're going to dig that toe to the ground, and you're going to go 5 ankle circles one direction, and then you'll go 5 ankle circles the other. Make sure that you are switching feet. Once we finish with that, we're going to bring our feet together and we're going to go knee circles next. We'll go 5 knee circles one direction and then 5 the other direction. And then we'll take those feet out wide and we'll go into hip circles, pressing our hips into their furthest corners. We're going to go 5 hip circles one direction and then 5 the other direction. Now, once we've done that, bring those feet in and we're going to press up for 10 calf raises. Once we've completed our calf raises, I want you to go take off on a 400-meter run, or you can run out about 40 seconds and run back 40 seconds, just getting our heart rate going and a nice jog. If we do not have a place to run, we'll do a minute and 20 seconds of running in place. So we're just picking those knees up, pulling those arms back, and getting that blood flowing. Once we've come back from our run or our jog in place, we're going to go ahead and start getting into those hamstrings a little bit more. So we're going to sit our butt back, driving our heel up towards the sky into that single leg and into the leg kick. So it'll be a single leg RDL followed by a leg kick, all right? And then we'll do that again, 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side. Once we've done that, we're going to go into a lateral leg cradle and a hamstring scoop. So again, really trying to work on the hamstrings today. Pull that foot up and then hinge through, get into that hamstring, 5 on each side. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and get a little bit more dynamic with some inchworms to a sprawl. Okay, so on this, we're going to keep our feet flat and we're going to load our shoulders as we inchworm out. Once we're in this solid plank position, we're going to jump our feet to our hands and stand nice and tall. I want you guys to give me 5 of those. Once we've done 5 of those, we're going to take this to the ground and we're going to do some of the fruit roll-ups, all right? So from here, you're going to lay back into like a sit-up and you're going to reach forward and touch your toes. So on this one, I want you to give me 10 fruit roll-ups. Now, once we've done 10 fruit roll-ups, we're going to do 10 fruit by the foot. So on this one, you're going to take the legs out and you're going to roll all the way back, taking your feet with you. And then you're going to lunge forward in between the legs. So on this one, get into the low back, into the hamstrings a little bit more. Ballistically, I want 10 reps there. Once we have finished that, all right, we're going to go ahead and lay all the way back, stay nice and tight, and we're going to go 10 straight leg lifts. All right, and then 10 straight leg lifts on the other side. And then we'll flip this on over and we'll start getting into our I, Ys, and Ts, okay? So from here, I want thumbs facing up, squeezing the legs. We're gonna go I, take it out to the Y, take it out to the T. That's 1 rep, and then we'll reset back up. I want 10 I, Ys, and Ts. Once we finish with that, go ahead and position your feet into the ground, so dig those toes into the ground, and take your hands right underneath your shoulders. From here, I'm going to squeeze my legs, bringing my thighs up off the ground. and I'm going to press up for my push-up. I'm gonna do a 3-second countdown. 3, 2, 1, touch my chest, press up as hard and as fast as I can. 3, 2, 1, press up. All right, I want you guys to give me 5 of those with that 3-second count. Once you've done that, you can bring it back up onto our feet. We're gonna place our feet in that squat stance, and this is gonna be our air squat today, okay? What we're looking for is getting your butt all the way below parallel and standing nice and tall while keeping a firm grip into the ground with your feet. Let's go ahead and knock out 10 air squats. After those air squats, we're gonna work on the burpee, okay? The thing about the burpee is I want you guys to practice getting low to the ground from the very beginning. So we're gonna be placing our hands on the ground, jumping the feet back into that solid tight position that you were with your push-up, and you can jump the feet up like that sprawl, jump and clap overhead. For practice, let's go ahead and do 3 burpees. Now, once you have finished with your burpees, we should have our heart rate up and our blood really moving. We're gonna start getting a little bit more into the ankles, talking about the pistol squat or the variation of pistol squat, okay? So to start with, we're gonna do some reverse lunge steps. So we're gonna step back, placing that knee on the ground. For this one, I just want you to lean forward slightly and drive up and out of it with that front leg, okay? We can alternate and do that same thing, lean forward just a little bit, up and out of the bottom. I want 2 of those, keeping your toe into the ground just like I did. Once you've done 2 on each leg, we're now going to make this a little bit more difficult. So on this next one, you are going to flatten your back foot. So here, I'm up on my toe. Here, I'm gonna be flat, okay? Makes it a little bit harder. I've gotta really lean into this leg and then stand up and out, okay? Go ahead and give me 2 on each leg. This may feel really difficult, and if it does, this might be a great skill for you today or a great modification for today's pistol squat. Gonna make it a little bit harder now. So on this one, take it back, flatten the foot, lift the foot. Now you have no help from that leg. Lean into the forward leg and stand up and out. That is a lot more difficult. Go ahead and try that, see if we can get 1 on each leg. If we were unable to do that, we're gonna do what's called a prisoner step up, okay? So for this, we're actually going to keep our hands up onto our head, all right? I want everybody to practice this. We're gonna take it all the way to the ground, all right? So I have both these on the ground, and now I'm gonna stand up and out, all right? With one leg, and then I'm gonna stand up and out with the other leg, all right? A little bit off balance there. And what I want you guys to practice is really driving through that plant foot, okay? And we keep our chest up nice and tall, and we have no help from our arms because we are placing them behind our head, interlocked into our fingers, okay? So let's practice that. Go ahead and give me 3 on each leg, prisoner step-ups. This is also a really great modification for the pistol squats today. If we have our pistol squat, all right, we're gonna do 8 alternating, which means you're gonna do 1 on one side and then you're gonna do 1 on the other side. If you mess one side up, you gotta get a successful rep on that one side before moving to the next, okay? So for our pistol squat, we'll be looking to get all the way below parallel, keeping the best form as we can with our foot flat on the ground, and then standing all the way up. For the plank lifts today, so plank lifts are gonna be side plank lifts. We're gonna be on our forearm. So I'm gonna lay to the side here. I'm gonna flatten out that forearm and I'm gonna stack my feet. My arm is straight forward. From here, my hips are now on the ground. I will squeeze my butt and press my hips as high as I can up into the air, all right? And then I'll tap them back to the ground each time. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, until I get to 8, all right? And then I'm just gonna switch and knock out 8 on the other side. All right, now once I do that, I'm back up onto my feet and I'm going to work on those pistols again, or the prisoner step-ups, or those reverse lunge step-ups with the raised foot, okay? 8 alternating pistols, 16 plank lifts, or 8 on each side, and you're going through that as many rounds and reps as you can in that last cycle of the 400-meter run. At that point, it'll be the 21-minute mark, and you'll be finished. Today's score is going to be your max repetitions of all of those movements. So total repetitions of push-ups, total repetitions of air squats, total repetitions of burpees, And lastly, your total repetitions of that last little couplet, AMRAP of pistols and side plank lifts. So a fun one today, just moving our body through space, trying to go fast and really push the pace because we are getting a minute rest in between each of those sections. Good luck.